video 8 of this video series. So we've already looked at steps 1 to 3 of the project and the types of things that you should be thinking about doing and what you should be thinking about including in your project report. Now you've identified the problem and you've decided your project plan, you've developed a solution to the problem. So now you're moving into step 4, and this is where you're getting feedback. So at the end of this video, you'll be able to locate or find the feedback section of your project report template. You'll be able to list the benefits of working through step 4, the feedback stage. You'll be able to describe the different types of information or activities that you should be including in step 4. You'll be able to list some of the activities you'll work on while you're completing the feedback step of your project. And you'll be able to list some examples of artifacts that you might include in the feedback section of your project report. Now, you might be wondering again, why is this important? So on screen now, you can see an image of the feedback section of your project report. Why is this step important? What is it going to show the reader or maybe someday an employer? Getting feedback is a key part of every real-world project. This section of the report shows that you didn't just create a solution, it shows that you also tested it. You listened to others and maybe you improved it. So now let's look at why this matters. Well, first of all, it helps you to improve your solution. Feedback will show you what's working well and maybe some things that might need to be changed. No project's going to be perfect the first time, so this section is where you prove that you were willing to learn, you applied a growth mindset, you thought about making improvements. It shows professionalism. In companies, teams constantly review each other's work, and then they document their feedback. This shows that you can work like a real professional. You can listen to users, you can listen to clients, you can listen to your supervisors, or maybe your teachers. It also connects your work to real people. Your solution should be designed to help a specific audience or user. And when you're asking for feedback from them or from experts or from others, this ensures that your idea will actually meet their needs. This is where you really demonstrate your growth mindset. By writing about the feedback you receive, you show that you're open to learning, you're open to changing your ideas, and a growth mindset is something that employers look for. It makes your project stronger. Feedback will often lead to better designs, clearer ideas, and stronger final results. Including feedback will make sure that your project is based on real evidence. It also records your decision making. When you explain what feedback you got and how you used it, the reader can see your reasoning, your thinking, your improvement processes. And this is going to make your report more complete and more professional. So in short, the feedback section will show that you listened, it shows that you learned, and it shows that you improved your solution, just like real project teams do in work placements and in the workplace. So when you're completing step 4 of the project, you need to think about what kind of information you're going to include. So for example, where did the feedback come from? Maybe it came from a supervisor, maybe it came from a teacher, or maybe it came from a user group. You need to think about how the feedback was gathered or collected. Did you use a survey? Did you use a focus group, or did you use an interview? Your project report should tell the reader what information the feedback gave you. Did it tell you about what's going well with your solution, Or did it tell you about what you might improve? And it should let the reader know about how you used the feedback. So you went out, you got some feedback, but what did you do with it? Did you make any changes after you got the feedback? And if you did, what changes did you make? You should include information on the types of questions that you asked to get your feedback. So, for example, did you do a survey? Did you go out and did you interview somebody? And then you could include artifacts, like you might put in photos of your survey, you might put in photos of your interview questions, you might even type up your interview questions. Again, the report template is editable, it's customizable, and it's up to you to decide how you want to complete it. So now we've reached the end of this video, and at the end of this video, you can locate the feedback section of your project report template, and you can describe why it's important to include a feedback phase into a project. You can list some of the activities that you're working on and some of the information that you'll include while you're completing step 4 of your project report. And you're also able to give some kind of examples of different artifacts that you might include in the feedback section of your project report template. So that's the end of this video. In the next video, we're going to be looking at step 5. Thanks for watching.